It would help if I unmuted myself before I started, but I didn't, but it's okay. I didn't say anything before noticing that I was muted. Anyways, I'm Angela. Welcome to today's hobby live stream. I'm excited because today I'm going to continue working on the assembly square for my Lego city. We had a very exciting live stream yesterday where we unboxed some Joy Toy action figures. That was very fun. I got to dress up like Sister Angela. It was great. If you guys missed that, you should absolutely watch it after this. But for today, we're going to be working on another section of the city. Now, I have already started, obviously, this little room that I've been building here. It is a, I guess, music shop. I don't know if they're gonna have like performances here as like a school on top or anything like that, or if it's just a shop. However, I want to show you what we had done previously, because the last time you guys saw Assembly Square, we were still working on the second floor. And I don't think you guys actually have seen that since then. So I figured, why not show that off first before we get into actually building this and separating all our pieces again, because even though I have partially started this, I had to clean up all of the pieces to get prepped for yesterday's stream, and now I was lazy and I didn't get it all pre-prepped before getting started with you guys, so you get to hang out with me while I do that. But first, let me grab the Mills plate and bring the actual building over, because as you can see, we have our second floor. Isn't it amazing? Also, hello to John and Toy Painter and Alchemical Rabbit in the chat. You guys are lovely. Thank you for joining me today. But look at it. Look at my city. It's coming along really well. So you guys were with me when we were building the dentist's office. So we finished that. We also finished off our photographer's studio, which is really cute. We have our mustache man in there. I'll show you a top-down view in a second. Hold on, I'm hitting my other building. That's why I can't lean it more. All right, I'm gonna see if I can lean this. It's actually quite heavy because of the Mills plate. No! I forgot I had the loose cart on there. So one of the things that I built very early on, and I don't think I've ever shown you, is this little like baby carriage. There's no baby, like as far as I know. So I went ahead and I put that little chihuahua that we had opened up in our bags last time, because I don't remember step 2 telling me where to put him. So I'm just assume maybe this is for him, because you know there's those people that like walk around with like their tiny dogs in little baby carriages because they can't walk around for a long time, but they like to go out with them. So I just figured maybe that was their goal here, because as far as I know, I don't think there's like an infant minifig in this set. Also with the current building that we're working on, we got a ballerina, which makes me think there might also be a dance studio. So maybe it's a like music shop / dance studio on like the next level up, because I do think this is a taller like vertical one that's going to go on this. I'm pointing at it, but you guys can't see it because it's off camera slightly on this. Oh, thank you, David, for the $1.99. Thank you so much, sir. No worries. I absolutely... Oh, thank you for the soda money. That is beautiful. You are wonderful. Don't worry about not being able to stick around. I completely understand. Please prioritize getting rest before you have to go to work tomorrow. That is the perfect thing to be doing. Have a lovely sleep, and you can always watch this later on YouTube, so don't even worry about it. Hi, Ben. Welcome to the stream. Oh, well, thank you. This one actually has a really cute back. Isn't that cute? I like it. But yeah, this is something I bought very recently. I was like, you know what? It's summertime, and I actually don't have that many like short-sleeved cute shirts that aren't just basic t-shirts like pro wrestling tees, because I realized half of my closet was just pro wrestling tees. Literally. Like, half of my wardrobe that is shirts is shirts that I've gotten because I've been subscribed to Pro Wrestling Crates for years. And I literally just collect those. And so I don't really feel obligated to go out and buy t-shirts very often. But I was like, you know, I don't have anything, like, cute as much. And the few things that I have, I feel like I've worn a lot. So I wanted to get something fresh. And so I got this. So thank you. Thank you for noticing. I like it. Hello, Bort Simpson. Welcome to the stream. The indie qualifying. What is... I apologize for my ignorance, but what is that? Is that, like, indie as in, like, car racing? Am I... Like, I feel very silly for not knowing this. I feel like I should, but I don't actually know. Good afternoon, John. Welcome to the stream. Oh, okay. Just because I know there's more people in. This is what we're working on today. The second floor is done, as you can see. We're working on the third floor. So I'm going to set this over here, off to the side. Scoop. We'll bring that back over if we end up needing it. And we'll switch ourselves over to the live cam. Oop, oh, shoot. I forgot to turn my camera on. I'm so unprepared. Well, hold on. Bam. And then... Woo! There we go. Okay, cool. I completely forgot that I hadn't actually turned on my camera. I'm smart sometimes like that. So as you can see, we've got our pieces. I actually ended up putting them all into all of the bajillion of these containers that I get from Lego every time I go to the pick-a-brick wall. But I want to separate all the pieces out, and I'm being slightly more anal about it today than I have been in the past because, honestly, it's how I have an admission to make, guys. Previously, when you saw me separating out the pieces, that's not my actual normal sorting method when I'm privately building Lego, not on camera. Normally, I separate them out by, like, with the exception of the small ones, I'll still keep those just in the individual bowls, but even then, sometimes I don't. But I go crazy and I really segment them out of like, okay, all of these ones with the texture are together. All of these little ones are together. And it speeds up my process. I know it takes a little bit of extra time to like get set up, but oh boy, does it speed up my process. So forgive me, I'm resetting that up because when I started this build, like this particular segment, that's how it was. And I want it back because it was going so smoothly. So let me set this over here and we're just going to keep working on this. Happy Sunday, William! I'm glad for me it's not quite Sunday yet. I would feel slightly behind if it was, but I understand as you are in Australia, it's already Sunday for you, so I will forgive you for the slight panic you caused me when I read that the first time. The Indianapolis 500. Okay, cool. So I was correct. It is car racing. Okay, sweet. I'm glad I wasn't a complete ignorant fool with that. I have been to very few car events, but I have gone to a couple of, I don't know if they were part of the like main car racing circuits or whatever, because I don't know how that's organized, but I went to something like in the South. I think it was in North Carolina or something like that, and it was a small, just like a really small track, but they had music and food and racing, and they did motorcycle racing as well as car racing. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I didn't really like the energy was great. It's kind of like going to a pro wrestling event for the first time where you don't really understand what you're getting yourself into, but everybody around you is so into it and having such a good time that you kind of just get infected by, this is really cool and fun, even though I understand nothing. That was sort of my experience with car racing at this point, because I have not really, dealt with it beyond once or twice in my life. But I imagine it can be very exciting. I know there's a lot of people that, get super into it. Yes, no, I've seen that kind of tip before, Michael, for sorting the small pieces of getting pillboxes or other little trays with individual pieces or slots in them and everything. I think you can get them at there's some big hardware or storage supplier or something near us that also does tools and all sorts of, it's that kind of place. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I know that I can get these really inexpensive trays for just, I think they're normally meant for sorting screws and nuts and bolts and stuff like that. But from my understanding, they work really well for Lego. So I'm kind of wanting to get some of those because I do like them separated this distinctly. There's also a satisfaction that I think I get. I think my OCD, what little of it I have, really gets satisfied by just seeing them organized into piles of similar shapes and sizes. I'll take a tea. I'm not a big coffee drinker, but I will take a tea. No boba in it, though. As much as there's, like, so many boba tea places here, I'm actually not a boba tea person. Like, I love, like, milk teas and, like, those kinds of things, but I never put boba in it. Like, tapioca? Mm-mm. No thank you. It's a little too, like, the texture's just kind of weird. And I'm also really afraid that if I suck too hard on one, like, through a straw, that I'm gonna, like, choke on it because it's gonna fly into the back of my throat. I don't know if that's actually even, like, possible. I'm sure it probably is possible, but I bet it's unlikely. But it's just, like, a weird fear. It keeps me away from them. Also, let me know how the music is, if it's too soft or if it's good for you guys. I haven't really changed any settings since yesterday, so I suspect it's probably fine. But do let me know if there's any issues. Are these the same size? No, they are not. Alright, we've got a couple of those. Over here. A little great door thingy-madoodle. We've got a couple of these left. Is that little something a bit of alcohol to make that mint tea a bit spicy? I actually don't know if I've had mint tea, now that I think about it. I don't drink a lot of tea very often because my caffeine intake of choice is sweet, sweet, sweet green Mountain Dew. And none of those flavored Mountain Dews, I don't like any of them. Ugh, no. No, thank you. Just your straight lime Mountain Dew, please. But that's my caffeine of choice. That or Dr. Pepper. Although I've been told I need to try cherry Coke. Normal Coke is blech. Blech, I say. It's really, I really hate the flavor. The aftertaste is just disgusting. No. But I'm also a very picky drinker. Hey Diggs! Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today, sir. We're continuing on with our assembly square build, but I am super organizing some pieces because I want to, and you can't stop me. Ha! Not that I'm sure any of you really mind that much. Ooh. Fresh mint tea? Like, is also, like, was she growing mint herself as well? Because that sounds amazing. I imagine any kind of teas that are made with, like, fresh ingredients, just because of the nature of what tea is and how it's made, is probably exceptionally better than, you know, the dried packaged stuff. Actually, I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe you don't want the mint leaves to be super wet still. You would still want to probably dry them out. Don't know. Yeah, but see, I don't like cherry flavors normally by themselves because that reminds me of gross, disgusting cherry medicine, and I am not a fan because apparently I'm 12. But I do, like, but from my understanding, the cherry mixed in with the Coke flavoring kind of just makes it taste like Dr. Pepper. But I don't think I would like a cherry Dr. Pepper because Dr. Pepper itself is already kind of cherry. Although I have to say, I'm super jealous of anybody in Europe because your guys' Dr. Pepper fucking rocks the socks right off of the American stuff. It is... So, I don't know if they still make this claim, but I remember when I was a kid, Dr. Pepper used to have these ads where they claimed they had, like, 27 flavors or something like that, all mingled into one delicious, singular drink, right? And I would say that the Dr. Pepper that I had in France, but I believe the Dr. Pepper itself was manufactured in Germany, or something like that. I think the can said like made in Germany or something like that. Regardless, the point is I had some in France and I actually believed that slogan, that they actually had that many flavors. But not in the States, no. I don't really taste it as much in the States. Oh, see, I can't do energy drinks. Like which is really weird because any of you that are familiar with Mountain Dew, it's pretty syrupy. Like, it's a pretty syrupy drink. It's also a very sweet drink. So you would think that I would be able to transition very easily into energy drinks, but for some reason they are just too syrupy. Like, they are so thick. Like, I've tried, because I think it's Monster that is the one that Mountain Dew makes. And my little sister loved that shit. I could not stand the smell or the, like, viscosity of those drinks, let alone the just, like, insane, like, just over-the-top flavors that some of those had. Just, no. Couldn't do it. Alright, we've got one more container to empty. I think that's everything. Yeah, I believe these are all the pieces. I tried to keep them all together when I had to clean up the other day, and I'm hoping I actually successfully did that. I am desperately running out of space. Okay, hold on. We need to mildly condense some things and move some things. So we're gonna put that over there. I also want to remove that there. Put the lens cap there. Grab my phone, move it over here. I dog-eared. There we go. I'm gonna have this over here because that's just been working out really well for me. I just knocked over my beautifully stacked pile. It's okay. Everything's fine. I'll put those up there. Scoot everything up. Go ahead and shove that bowl right there. Push that pile kind of up a little bit more. Wonderful. Okay, now I have a bit more space. I'm gonna actually move these. The white section, I really should have pulled those ones out first. I did this in the wrong order. Oops. That is the way that I exist, actually. Doing things in the wrong order. Alright, let's go over there. We'll shove all this up. Bring that up there. Bring that over there. And then we'll do the same thing here. Okay. Now we can start actually separating out some of these white pieces. Little ballerina girl, please stand over there. Hello, Scython! Welcome to the stream! Oh, yeah, no, Michael, I am not surprised. I know that Mountain Dew is one of those, So, funny fact, or funny story, I guess. It's not really a fact. I guess it's still technically a fact, but it's not really important that it's a fact. But when I was in France, one of the reasons that I actually ended up drinking as much Dr. Pepper and kind of refell in love with Dr. Pepper while I was there was because Mountain Dew was completely unavailable. I was really sad about this. I knew going in, I had kind of been prepared and told that, yeah, you're probably not going to be able to find that, which kind of sucked because I don't drink coffee. I don't like the flavor of it. It's way too bitter, and I don't want to, like... I've never liked the aftertaste of coffee. It's kind of the same problem that I have with, like, Coke, beer, and wine. Is, like, the after flavor of it is just gross. So I don't drink coffee. Tea was fine, but I'm a basic bitch. I just drink English breakfast teas, okay? I'm not gonna lie. That's what I go to. And so I do that, and then water was pretty much everything else that I drank while I was there, because I didn't really do wine, which sucked because I was in France. And so Dr. Pepper was like the one option. So when I saw that they had it, I was like, okay, well, I gotta at least try it, see what it's like. Hopefully it'll be good. And it was delicious. Absolutely loved it. Holy moly. But yeah, isn't it it's like one of the dyes in Mountain Dew or something, right? What is it? Yellow 5, I believe it is. Like something about Yellow 5 is not super allowed in, I think, the UK or the EU or something like that. And then I think there was something else that's like in Mountain Dew that ends up making it better. Did something happen? I see that there's a wait a minute and then, okay, this is better now. Did the stream have a fuck up or did something else happen that I just missed? Let me know in chat. Oh, you were just doing a name switch. No problem, Diggs. Not a problem. Just wanted to make sure that the stream wasn't messing up and that it was just something that you guys were doing on your end. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We have a lot of little archways, and I don't know what they're going to end up being used for. I mean, obviously, building. But, how? Oh, yes, I see. It was just like a green logo, and now it's updated. I gotcha, I gotcha. There's a dangerously tall pile of pieces, but you know what? It should be okay. Should be fine. And if I topple it down, well, that's kind of to be expected. You know, I've never thought about that, Scython, but would I want to be reborn in the 40k world with all my knowledge from this one? No. No, in no way, like, at no point would I actually, like, want to be born into the 40k universe unless I was legitimately born into it as, like, a demon. Or something that, like, had power of any variety. Because if I was just born into 40k verse as a human, fuck no. No thank you. No thank you. Those people live miserable lives. There's nothing actually good in the 40k verse. And it's just full of, like, sorrow, violence, and war. Because it's, you know, a war game world. So no, I would not want to be dropped into the 40k world. Honestly, with or without the knowledge that I have of it, I would rather, if I had to be thrown into the 40k verse and I was not allowed to be like a demon or something like that with power, that I could actually like potentially either hide and just ignore all the shit that's happening in the world or defend myself, then I would definitely not want any of the knowledge that I have of this world, because then I would know that there's a better world where there wasn't all of this torture, war, and, like, murder. And I wouldn't be as sad, because I would know nothing better. So yeah, no. I just wouldn't go. Like, I would not want to. Like, it's not, like, I would not want to be in the 40k world without some guarantee of, like... And you know what? Even then, even with being a demon or something, while that does, like, on the outside kind of sound fun, you know, being an actual demonette, getting to, like, go around and do that. But, you know, the likelihood of me surviving as a demonette for, like, a significant period of time, possibly low, still probably painful. I mean, it is Slanesh, and she is all about that excess, and that means a lot of things. And not just fun things. In fact, mostly not fun things. Predominantly not fun things. And so, I don't know, it doesn't sound pleasant. Like, if I had to go into an existing IP world, I'd rather go into Star Wars than 40k 100% of the time. There's so many planets that are just not even involved with, but exist within this 40k universe and just are fine, peaceful lives and existences that I'd be fine. Whereas like in 40k, it doesn't matter where you go. You're gonna be just fucked completely. And not ever in the fun ways that you want to, because they don't really like to deal with sex in 40k, which just honestly also sounds boring, so another reason that I would not want to go there. You absolutely would need to be sadistic and masochistic to an extreme for Slaanesh, and you'd probably need to even go beyond that. Ben, enjoy your curry. That sounds delicious. All right, we are almost sorted. If I had to go into a Games Workshop intellectual product universe, for the record, it would be Blood Bowl. I would, the only universe I would want to spend any length of time in living there would definitely be Blood Bowl. Because it would just be the goof part of it, and we'd all be able to praise Nuffle and then move on with our lives. And it's still fun and violent and like all of the things that I enjoy about some of those other worlds that they create, but not guaranteed immediate death. Especially if I'm not playing. If I'm a spectator, I'm much more likely to survive. Still not guaranteed. Still not guaranteed. We all know this. But a higher chance. It really does, and I miss that sense of humor in some of Games Workshop's other products. I will legitimately just call that out, and I've called this out before.
Did you show them this?
No, I haven't actually showed them this. We've been talking about whether or not I would want to live in the 40k verse, and my answer is no. All right, let me show you the giant. So we're working on this, this small set today. Okay, it's a 4,200 piece set. Nothing, because I got... One moment, I'm switching to full screen. I got something way bigger than that. I'm gonna take these off so I don't pull my computer just off of the desk. Look how big this thing is. Look how big this is. It covers my entire torso and pelvis. 5,000, how many pieces?
5,685.
That's a lot of pieces. But is this not really cool? So it's going out of, it's still going out of print soon, right?
I think they've stopped printing it. You'll still find it in stores, I believe, because it's not a cheap set, and so they haven't all sold yet, but I do not think they're making more of these.
Yeah, I don't think they're making more of these.
There's another one coming in the Ninjago Legacy series with another part of the city. It's like the harbor docks or something.
Yes, which I'm actually very excited to pick up, possibly, to go along with.
Oh, we will.
But so, ooh, hold on, I need to go this way and then this way. Okay, so here's a little bit of like a detail of how it works. So it's modular, which is really, really cool. It's one of the reasons I like these sets so much. And it's got the base floor and then like a bunch of different floors you can separate out and end up having be either more on street level with itself, so it doesn't have as much height, or you can stack them like the front of the box and give them all of that really cool height. And this is gonna go perfectly, like completely perfectly, with our monkey kid stuff as well as being usable in the city itself. And I'm super
Super humped?
I'm super humped for that. I'm super pumped for that is what I was trying to say. Well, I know. Listen, words are hard sometimes, and I don't know how to speak. He's not wrong. I haven't finished sorting all these pieces. We don't have to start building yet because I haven't finished sorting all the pieces. Also, what is my, like, I feel like my... Oh, I got hair stuck in my glasses. Ow. I don't know how many of you guys have glasses, but I don't know about you. Maybe if you don't have long hair or hair that goes at least partially down your face or whatever, this doesn't happen to you. But I constantly accidentally fold like one singular hair into the bend of my glasses, and then it just pulls slightly for ages, and I can never like get it out without just tugging. And it's always so sad. Maybe that's just a girl problem, I don't know. Hello, Sati! Welcome to the stream. We are organizing some pieces real quick. I'm almost finished. I'll get you guys back down looking at what we're building in just a second. I figured while I've got you here, why not just leave it? All right. I'm gonna pull out a couple of these black pieces as well, just because I did kind of shove all of them into the bucket, even though they definitely do not need to all be in there. And that will make finding them a little bit easier too. And that's looking pretty good. All right, cool. Now we can actually get back to building. I'm gonna get my headphones back on so I can listen to the music with y'all. That was one sad thing about yesterday is we had some cool Warhammer music going, and I definitely did not want to have headphones on with my wig, because the wig by the end of the day, or by the end of the stream, along with the wig cap and my glasses pressing against everything, was just like putting a lot of pressure on my head, and I was getting a mild headache. And if I had headphones, I think it would have just made it that many times worse. Although, my lewd hat really gives me some nice, like, pressure off of my head with my headphones on. So I'm kind of curious, can I wear the, like, Sister of Battle wig with the lewd hat and headphones and just have, like, 14 things on my head? That's an over-exaggeration of number of things on my head, but it would feel like it. And it'd be really funny. Okay, let me go ahead and check in on chat, just to make sure everybody's doing all right. I don't really, like, I'm not super interested in the Titanic, though. What would I do with it? Like, I don't have space for it. I don't, like, it's an interesting story, and don't get me wrong, as a girl, I love the hell out of the Titanic movie. I watched it a whole bunch. But, like, other than that, I don't have a desire to build a giant ship. If I was going to, I'd rather do it as a model, rather than building it as a Lego set. Oh, man. Well, Fred, I think you just need to trim your eyebrows a little bit then, because, like, I've never had that problem before, but that does sound very obnoxious. Oh, my goodness. I can only imagine how, like, tangled hearing aids could potentially get in your hair. That would suck. Oh, I've had glasses, like, since I was in high school, so for those of you that are lucky enough to not have them and are worried, I understand, but, like, you'll be fine. Like, things are, like, eye care and how they manage it and keep up with it, and the cool styles of, like, glasses that you can get nowadays, it's fine. You can find some cool stuff. It'll fit your style and your face and everything, and it'll be fine. Don't even worry about it. You were cheering for the ship in the Titanic. Toy Painter, I'm sorry that you probably were disappointed than the first time that you watched the movie, because it doesn't survive. Spoiler alert, I guess. Hello, Simon! Welcome to the stream! Hope you're having a great day. Alright, let's get back over here. We're back over to our screen, and we're gonna actually... I believe we're in the process of finishing the drum kit, which is really cute. We need these symbols. Ah, I see. And we also need both of these. Actually, quite a few things from the black container. So we'll get 1, 2 of those. Oh, and also the saxophone. Where is it? Okay, good. I thought I maybe put it somewhere random. So we've got that. I do need 2 clips. Little clippy pieces. And then one of... Is it this? Yes. All right, here are what we've got to work with. I see. So this is going to go like that. And we're going to then stick this here, which will allow us to attach that. Let me see. I'll zoom in a little bit. You guys don't need to, I guess, see the piles now that we've built them. Isn't that cute? And then this is going to go here. Feels kind of like a weird spot for that, but you know what? I'm not going to question the design. It is what it is. All right, and then for this, we need to have one go like that, one go like that, and that's going to go on this side. Ooh, holy shit, I shoved that in a little too hard. That's what she said. And then we got this one also going in, but I learned my lesson last time. All right, and that is cute. Little drum set for sale, or people to, I guess, try out if they want to. Let me undog ear that so I don't think that's where I am at again. And we'll keep moving forward. We're gonna start building some windows. Finally. Finally, I get to use all of these gigantic white pieces that are taking up so much space. Who is they and who, like, I have never, Mercion. Or Mercarion. Sorry. Mercarion. I have never heard anybody say that all women with glasses are innocent. That is not a thing that I've heard anybody ever say before. I mean, I'm not. I'm absolutely not. And no one should try to tell you otherwise. But I've also never heard that before, so I call shenanigans. We're going to be making 3 of the next thing. Don't let me forget to make 3. Okay, I need... What the hell happened over here? Probably me pushing things around and not realizing it. Okay, I need 3 of these, and then 3 of... probably something out of here. The 2x1 plate. Okay. We're building 3 of the windows that are going into the side of the building, so... Bobbins, we just spent like the first 30 minutes of the stream literally doing exactly that. That is why it's so organized. I can't find pieces very well. I would never get anything built. Literally get nothing built ever if I didn't organize the pieces, because I wouldn't be able to find anything. I am very bad about seeing the pieces unless they're actually separated so that I can identify the different shapes. It has to be organized, my friend. All right, we got 3 of these, 3 of the frames, and then 3 of these. Actually, 6 of these because we need 2 each. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, moving on to the next step. That I could definitely believe. Having gone to a Catholic school very briefly, that was an all-girls Catholic school, that I can agree with. Definitely not innocent necessarily there. That is for sure. Alright, so that is what we're building. We'll do that a couple more times. I like that. We're not actually putting like glass in this side, but it doesn't really matter because it still gives it kind of the appearance a little bit like it is, and I do enjoy the shape that this is making. It would help if I had the piece facing the correct direction. I have seen, I do think I've seen videos of the USS Missouri scaled to Lego people, yes. Also, isn't there, I know Chaos Cultist has told me about it a couple times, and I think somebody's mentioned it even on stream, but isn't there one, like, in the Bay Area where you can go and see, like, at one of... I don't remember if it's a Bricks and Minifigs or an official, like, Lego store or where it is at all at this point, but I remember a couple people telling me about it, including Chaos Cultist, where you can, like, go and actually see it. Like, yeah, it's a huge number of pieces. Oh, Simon. You know, I understand. I understand that would be a little embarrassing, but you know what? There's no shame in doing that. We all make mistakes, especially when we can't see jack shit, and I understand how that is. I had the problem of I just started not being able to read the like whiteboard at school. So I was like, I think I need to go to the doctor and get this looked at. Because so we're using all those slips for, well, no, that doesn't explain all of them, but at least it explains some of them. Continuing our cool window design up. And then I think what we're gonna need next is 6 of these. Oh, you know what? Actually, maybe we will end up using all of them. 2, 4, 6. Okay, so it is just for the windows. Neat. What a beautiful, classy window. Not really my style specifically. Mostly it's just because I think the white is kind of boring, but it's still cute. That's not so bad. I mean, like, especially if you're just using, because using it to read and everything. I think that's pretty common. As people, as they get older, they end up needing reading glasses more than anything else if they don't already just need glasses. All right, so we've got this one going. Oop. Immediately knocking everything out of place. Go me. Seems about right. Good lord. Please? What is happening? What am I doing wrong? Ah. Does it go... I see. It slightly sticks out? I think that it must. Because I don't think they want it recessed in. No, it doesn't show it that way, so it has to be going slightly out. That would make sense. It gives them more room in this area, you know, like right here for people to walk in little minifigs to be. So this feels like so kind of awkwardly placed, but I'm just gonna... I might adjust where it is depending on how I like it. Oh, I didn't actually finish that fully. I need some of the pieces out of here. 12 of them, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. 2, 4, 6... 8, 10, and 12. And this is so we can put probably even more windows on top. This is not stable at all. It's on just those little studs. So that is not all straight. There we go. Bam. Oh no, Bobbins, I'm so sorry. That doesn't sound fun to get that news. I mean, even it's minor and everything, of course, like just needing glasses. It really, I feel like we make a big deal out of it when really we shouldn't, but I do understand. I do get it. I don't know, maybe it's just because I've had them for so long that I'm like, enjoy the fact that you got to go 40 years without needing them. That sounds fun. Because they are sometimes... I've not had that big of a problem with them, but sometimes, like, if I get, like, really sweaty or just, like, have certain types of makeup on, they'll just slide. Because, like, all the frames that they make for women these days, like, guys are lucky. Because they get a lot of, like, metal frames still and, like, neat designs with that. Women... It's like all plastic frames. It's all you get. Unless you just go with like really, really overpriced high-end brands. In my experience, at least. And I haven't shopped for glasses in a while. But like it's all plastic frames and they suck because they slide all over the place. Ugh. Magnets? What do you mean magnets to keep my pieces? Like my Lego pieces? Why would I want magnets to keep my Lego pieces in place? The Lego connect to each other and hold themselves in place well. Explain yourself, Michael. I don't get it. Are you talking about for miniatures? Because I've done some magnetizing, but not a huge amount. I find it tedious. So I tend to avoid it. I'm also just lazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I can be very lazy. Ooh, okay, I immediately like these windows more, seeing what the wall pattern is going to go in next to them. Okay, I'm going to set this aside for a second, because we don't need it immediately, because I need 25 of these things. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 5 of these. 5 plates probably go over top of them. And that is it. All right, let's build this. Oh yeah, no, I don't doubt that you can find like Rogel Dorn or even other characters from 40k in Lego. I have seen a really amazing Greater Demon of Nurgle that they did, that somebody, I say they, I don't know who it is, that somebody online put together using a just absolutely absurd amount of those olive green pieces from Lego that I love so much. I don't have any here to show you, unfortunately. Do I have any? No, I don't think anything on this build has specifically used the olive green ones. But, oh man, it was just so cool looking. So you mean like putting, so Michael, you're talking about putting like magnets on the bottom of the miniatures and to be able to like store them on metal plates, like that kind of thing? Is that what you're talking about? So what we're doing here is oh, I actually skipped one piece. I need that. There we go. Let's get that on just all of these before we skip it on everything. That would be bad. Alright, and then the plan is we need to stack 5 of these each with all of the texture facing the same direction. I wonder, I have not seen, as Lego, like, has designed these things where they alternate to create like a pattern like this, except I lied because as I was speaking I just thought of one, except for hay bales. Hay bales are the only thing that I've ever seen use this brick texture going alternating directions. Every other time if it's used as decor, it's always uniform. Simon, I am not a huge Lord of the Rings fan, but I am definitely going to be picking up the Rivendell set. My plan for Rivendell is well, I can't say every year. Recently, since Chaos Cultist and I have gone into Lego, we have decided that we're going to start building one of our bigger Lego sets each holiday season. Because we did that last year during Christmas, and we really, really enjoyed it. We built the Lion Knight's castle together. We were alternating bags, and it was so much fun. We both had a great time with it. And so we figured, you know what, let's do that again this year. And we have already decided that the set that we're going to pick up this holiday season in order to do that is going to be the Rivendell set. Because while I am not a, like, die-hard Lord of the Rings fan, I have not actually read the Lord of the Rings books. I'm just going to call that out right now. I am one of those people that has only ever watched the movies and seen like some of the television show. I've seen a little tiny amount of the Hobbit animation. Now I have read The Hobbit. I just have not read the Lord of the Rings because I just couldn't get through them. I just found them really dull to read, honestly. And I was young. I should give them a second try, but at this point I don't have time, so I haven't read them. And I probably never will, unless they are read to me as maybe a bedtime story. But, oh my god, I broke everything. Hold on, let me fix this. However, yes, absolutely going to be picking up the Rivendell set. If anything, I want those ferns. Speaking of ferns, there have been leaks for some upcoming Lego sets, and one of the Lego sets, I'm trying to remember, hold on. It's the Monkey Kid set. I watched a video by Cheesy recently, and if for those of you that are not familiar with Cheesy, he is one of the brothers that was on, I think, Lego Masters Season 2 or 3, but I think it was 2, because I think it was the same one that had Wade and Zach in it. But I can't remember his actual name now. I can only think of his YouTube handle. But Cheesy was one of the brothers there. Like scrawny little white guy. Very, very charming. And he has a channel. And he really focuses on Lego Minecraft because he does a lot of stuff with the modded Minecraft scene. And that's really amazing. But he recently got sent, because he's an affiliate of Lego, curse him, and he got sent a preview copy of all of the new Monkey Kid sets. And if any of you guys have been watching me build Lego for a while, you know that I fucking love the Monkey Kid sets, okay? They are so cool. They're the best. I think they're amazing sets. They have some new fern pieces in the Monkey Kid set, which makes me so happy because it means eventually I'll be able to buy them, and it is a gorgeous fern color, okay? It is a like magenta pink translucent with a little bit of sparkle. I'm gonna grab a purple version of it, but imagine it in a magenta-y pink, okay? Hi, Shy Time, welcome to the stream. So let me see if I can grab this color. Okay, so I've got two things to kind of demonstrate what it is. So as you guys can see, we've got two colors here. The new color is more in line with this color tone, but you see how this purple one has a bit of the glitter in it? It's got those like silver sparkles of glitter. That's what it is. It's this with the glitter. It is beautiful. It has a little bit of, at least on camera, it looked like it had a little bit of an iridescent look to it because it kind of reflected a little bit of purple in it, but it was definitely like more of a magenta color tone. I am so hyped. Like, it looks so gorgeous. I am immediately pleased that Lego is jumping right into giving us brand new already colors for this already new Lego piece that they just introduced with Rivendell this year. It makes me so happy. I knew it was probably going to be a popular like color, so that, you know, doesn't really surprise me that much. But genuinely, just I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased, and I'm so jealous that Cheesy got it already. It's going to be so cool. They're going to be such good ferns. Oh, we probably will, Michael. We'll probably have a movie marathon while we're building it. We have watched in the past during the holiday seasons and rewatched The Lord of the Rings facing out and the vertical lines facing in. There we go. And then finally, I don't know where I slid them to. There they are. We put one of these on top of each of them. Yes, Johnny H. If you're asking if I'm like working on my Lego city, that is exactly what I'm doing. This is the assembly square from the creator set. It is, I think set number 10255, but don't quote me on that. And I am working on the step 4 or 5 of this 6-bag step. I think we might be on, no, we're on bag 5. We're on bag 5, because I think there's only one after this. God, these really don't feel super stable to me, but I think they're fine. Well, they'll get secured more so later. Did I not? Okay. I was like, did I not build a 5th one? I swear I did. There we go. All right, that is actually looking quite lovely. I actually find that to be a very handsome front of a building. I like that we actually have some varying depths, because this is more recessed than even this is. This sticks out just slightly more, so you've got a nice like amount of angles and textures happening, which is very cool. And here's the other side. Beautiful. All right, let's keep going because we have a shit ton of pieces still, so we have plenty more to build. It looks like now we might be building this window, whatever is going to end up going here. So I need 2 of these as I immediately destroy everything I just worked on. Wonderful. There we go. Fixed it pretty easily. That is the wrong size. These 2 that I need. And then I need a plate. Nice, Simon. I think we have it in... I know we have the extended versions. I think we also have the Blu-ray. I can't imagine it's just the DVD version. It must be the Blu-ray version. But yeah, I imagine most people at this point probably picked up that version of the Lord of the Rings films. Oh, it'd be amazing to have Cheesy on the show or on the channel at some point, but I don't really know like where he's located or if that would even be feasible potentially or what. So, but definitely something worth maybe looking into. Collabs are a little bit harder for me to do sometimes, unfortunately, as much as I would like to do more of them. Oh, you were saying that to Shy Time. Sorry, I wasn't even seeing that. Is this... So wait, Shy is having? Wait, am I reading that correctly? You are actually... Shy, you're going to have Cheesy on... a Lego show that you're doing? That's really cool. How very fancy. Oh, that's awesome. I need to check that out. I know you've mentioned that a few times, actually, and I just completely keep spacing on it to actually check that out. But I absolutely should, especially... Like, that sounds amazing. Very, very cool. Can you, feel free... Message... Have you shared your... Have you messaged me on Instagram or anything to share your page with me? I should do that. It's called Call Brick Click. Awesome. Well, I would encourage people who like Legos to maybe check out Shy's podcast.
Let's see how it's going.
Look at it. It's... Oh, God.
Oh, God. It's a disaster.
Disaster. No, come back. They're just they're very loose right now because they're on like 1 stud each. But I really like the building. Like, with this texture and everything.
Yeah.
Isn't it cool?
Just be careful. I can see the...
Oh, yeah, no, they're loose. They're loose. I don't know if you've actually looked at the full...
Not since the 2nd floor was added.
Ah, well, here, let me bring it over to you and you can...
I'm fine.
Okay,
No,
well, fine. Fine, I'll leave it here in my window so everybody can see it behind me. Alright, I need more flowers. More flowers!
I think I have a drawer full of them.
I just need to grab the actual correct colors that it wants me to.
Oh, okay.
I should actually pay attention to my instructions properly instead of just faffing about. Yes, Cheesy is, he is a Lego Master. Well, did he win? I don't remember. Do they all get called Lego Masters, right? Like, they all just get to claim that title because they were on the show. The point is he was on Lego Masters Season 2, I believe it was. Is that what everybody in chat said? I think it was Lego Masters Season 2 in the US. Because there's been a lot of different Lego Masters in a variety of different countries. All of which so far that I've watched have been amazing, by the way. I think they're all very, very good. However, he was on, I think, Season 2. He did some absolutely freaking stellar designs. But he has a YouTube channel where he predominantly focuses a lot on his Lego Minecraft builds. Because he is a huge Minecraft fan. He actually does programming, from my understanding, for Yes, and he's also in LAN, which I don't remember what that stands for. But yes, he is part of a Lego Minecraft server. It's one of the big ones. I can't remember what it is. Don't worry, Diggs. We'll see you when you get back. I don't think he's worked for Minecraft. Like, I don't think he's worked for Mojang. But I know he works for one of the really big servers that does a lot of the really large modded Minecraft stuff. And I'm terrible for not knowing what it is. But the point is he works for them. I think he actively works for them now. But he also... So that's why he focuses a lot on the Lego Minecraft designs. And he not only gets the sets, reviews them, and beefs them up amazingly to do his own mocks, to then build into this amazing Minecraft world that he's working on. Like, it is stunning. I would highly encourage you to go check out the videos on it because it's just so cool. But he also just does the Lego reviews because obviously as a former Lego master and just generally amazing person with an excellent channel, he is an affiliate of Lego. And so they have sent him products to review and he got all the Monkey Kid stuff recently and I'm so jealous. Like, I'm also incredibly happy though that they sent him the Monkey Kid stuff because let me tell you, okay, I'm gonna just switch over here because I'm not building right now. I just have to tell you, okay? I love Monkey Kid. I think it's a fantastic brand for Lego. And he was building these and he's like, you know, normally this isn't really my jam because I'm not really into some of the more modern Lego techniques and everything like that when it comes to building because he's a Minecraft builder. He likes the bricks being sort of square and like doing those kinds of designs. It makes sense, right? So this Monkey Kid is like the complete opposite end in regards to build styles from Lego Minecraft. But he had so much fun with it. He loved the intricacy of all of the characters, and he was really, really pleased with the mech that they were getting in this new line. And so for Monkey Kid, and I'm very happy that he's brought more like light onto Monkey Kid and really kind of sold it as this undervalued set of Lego products, which for me makes me go, fantastic. Because if more people know about Monkey Kid, especially in the United States, because it's available in like China and a couple other places, but it's not available except for in flagship stores for Lego in the US, which I'm not near any of them in a convenient sort of way. So if I could end up having it at least start populating into just your standard Lego stores again, because it used to be, they just took it out because it was not overtly popular in the US. But if they could bring more, like if Cheesy can bring more attention to it and get Lego to go, we should put Monkey Kid back in stores, I will be so happy because it'll make getting them so much easier. I can then more easily go and impulse buy all the sets that I want. And it also could potentially mean that they end up reprinting and or just redoing completely the Demon Bull King mech because holy gosh darn it, I want it so badly! That was my rant about Monkey Kid and how I'm very glad that he was happy with it. Oh yes, the Lego Ambassador Network. Yes. Oh yes, sorry, that's what LAN stands for, not the Minecraft server. I can't remember what the Minecraft server that he does stuff with, but I know it's one of like the big ones. I wish I could be part of the Lego Ambassador Network, but I am like pretty positive Lego will not work with me because of my After Dark content being a very strict toy brand for kids. Which is a little bit of a shame. But at the same time, I also completely understand it. So I'm not really going to feel that bad about it. But it is what it is. It'll just be a dream. A dream in my mind. Oh crap, I didn't even need to put those on there. I was just following the instructions for the last one, and I should have known it was not going to be the same. I should have freaking looked at my goddamn instructions. It's almost like that's what they're there for. Alright, I also need these purple flowers here, or I guess these pink flowers, to finish that out. Beautiful. Nice pop of color there. And what we actually need is still stuff out of this bowl, but not the ones with the stuff on top. We need the flat ones. flat tiles. That's what the word that they use for them. Please give me, there we go. Found one. And then we also need this. There's a fan apparently sticking out of this window. Welcome back, Diggs! Wait, is that just supposed to sit loose? No. No, it is not. That would be foolish. I need to put this here, however. And there we go. And now it is partially secured. It's secured enough. Okay, that is the outside. They're done. We're moving on to filling in these gaps here, which requires a bunch of these. So we need 6 each of the ones with the little stud off the side. So that is that. And then I need also a few that don't have those. Like 2 of them, exactly. Perfect. And then a bunch of 1x1s. 12 of them. 10, 4, 8, 12. Okay. We are good to go. Shy, I think you would probably have an easier time. Like, honestly, and here's the thing. I should even give it an actual try because I don't actually know if they would care or not, if it would be relevant to them. I would think that it would be, but you know what? It doesn't hurt to try. I mean, the worst that they're going to say is no. And at which case, then you go, well, I tried. Now, when your friends tell you you should, you can be like, I did. They said no. And you can then just have a very solid end to that conversation if you want to. But at least then you've given it a try. And honestly, you probably could. With a podcast and like doing that kind of stuff, even with showcasing some of the military things, they probably would not mind as much. But that's just me making an assumption. I actually have no idea how strict or not LEGO is because I've never tried to apply for it or not. So I don't actually know how strict they are. I would say, though, you have probably a better shot than I do. And I would encourage you to give it a try, just like your other friends do. Also, because, I mean, getting the benefits would be nice. Early sets. Early free sets. I don't know, LEGO's pretty pricey. It seems pretty fun to me. It also hopefully would make your content production a little bit easier. Knowing that you'd be able to talk about things early, you know, grow the channel that way, etc. Yeah, no, I imagine that they are probably quite selective, just being, you know, a kid's brand, you know, like we've talked about and everything, but give it a shot. Like I said, the worst that they're going to say is no. And then you'll know, and you can kind of just not have to worry about it again after that, right? Well, there you go. See, you could even, like, that could even be a great thing for you to do with it. Review the set, but then rebox it back up and give it to somebody else. Like, you don't even have to necessarily build it specifically, technically. I'm sure there's ways around that. That's true. I bet Lego building is really good for people who have, like, help recover from fine motor skill injuries and such. That's a good point. I actually hadn't thought of that. Alright, looks like we're now stacking these. 1, 2, and 3. And then we put this one on top. Every time I do that, by the way, every time you see me like pressing it and sort of rubbing it into the table, what I'm trying to do is, because this is a lot of individual small pieces, I can't always get them super straight on my own because I end up like shoving them too far. Like I use too much force. So I find that if I have a hard flat surface and I can kind of just keep them even and move it around, I can get them all completely straight that way, which ends up working out exceptionally well. Good. And those line up with everything. Perfect. Let's go ahead and keep working on the next steps. It looks like we're going to start putting our next layer on, which I'm assuming is going to be a whole nother floor. Okay, so the next, I need these, 2 of these, 2 of this size, 1 of those, and then 2 of this 1x3. Hello, Hari. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today, sir. First thing we need to do is put this across to help stabilize all these windows. Look at that, so much more solid. Then we're gonna go right here and we're gonna do the same thing over here. I see. And then I guess that just sits loose. Oh no, I see. I'm a fool. That's what this is for. So it goes like that. Such a cool thing. So they use these fan pieces. Let me see if I can zoom in. Nope, that's zooming out. Wrong direction. Okay. So they use this fan piece and they put the other side of it actually just onto this more secured one so that instead of it being able to spin around, it's actually what connects it into place, and then it creates... I put it on wrong. It actually is meant to go this direction, but that's okay. We can flip it. It's fine. But now it creates a nice shape, which continues the building, which is lovely. We do need this. And this. I apparently only needed 1 of those. I misread my instructions. That's not the right size. There you are. Okay. Now we're done. Bye, Shy. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, go take care of the kids. Don't worry about us, and you can always check back in later or even after the stream is done if you want to catch up and see where the build ends up. But thank you for being here, and I look forward to maybe checking out your podcast now that I actually remember the name of it and can look it up afterwards. So thank you for that. Hari, I am doing excellently. Thank you for asking. How are you doing today, sir? Hopefully having a lovely day, getting a lot done. We need a bunch of small pieces, so I'm just going to keep these bowls over here. But I'll grab the rest of everything that we need first as well. A lot of flat tiles. Ah, what a lovely pattern we're going to be creating. I think it's one of these, one of these, one of those. And then, do I have them out on my table? Does not look like it. 1, 2, 3. And then like 22 of these little guys. All right, where do the white ones go first? We only need 4 of those. And then we can move this bowl out of the way. Or sorry, we only need 2 of those. I freaking lied. It goes right here. And right here, because we're going to end up putting some other white tiles down. So now we don't need that. We're going to get that out of the way. Let's zoom us out a little bit, but I do kind of like how that's looking. There we go. So what we need to do is start filling in all of these edges. Probably won't take us too long. Bam. For the corner, we've got some connection points on this side. Going there, one more there. And then that goes like that. And now what we need to do is we're going to use that there, which I really think that's a pretty shape. I swear it said I needed 3 of these, but I misread that and only need 1. And now we need 22 of these little things. Ah, that sounds delicious. You're also making me hungry. And I'm having a salad tonight, which is definitely the opposite of a pizza. I'm still looking forward to it. We're gonna have garlic bread, and it's gonna be a chicken Caesar salad. And I like to, like, make a lot of chicken with it. I like it to be a lot of chicken to salad ratio, but your pizza sounds way more delicious. Also, hot curry also sounds far more delicious. But you know what? That's okay. All right, let's start getting these little things on. I really like the subtle pattern this is going to create. One of the things I've been most impressed with this particular build is they have created a lot of unique textures and just greebling on their buildings that you do legitimately see out in the wild, and I love how they've recreated them in LEGO. It's one of the reasons I'm kind of sad that the LEGO City brand is not actually more buildings and like city stuff. It's just fire trucks and policemen all of the time. Good lord. Although I am very happy to see that the new stuff that's coming out in, I think, June or July for City and for Friends, but predominantly City, because City has this problem way more than Friends does. There's no police. There's no fire. There's like a couple of like outdoor rescue-y type things, but like there are no actual like police chase or whatever, which I feel like they've been doing for ages when it comes to LEGO City products. And I know LEGO City is designed predominantly for boys ages whatever to whatever. But like, did you guys really like the police and fire trucks that much when you were kids? I guess maybe you do. Like my nephew was, I don't know if he still is, was really into Paw Patrol, so like I get it. I know that there's a period where like boys just are really into civil service, I guess. I don't understand. Oh my god, our raspberry trifle sounds delicious. Dude, I want savory pastries now. You've said that and now I just want savory pastries. I think we're pretty straight on this side. Let me go ahead and just guarantee that. Oh my god, the walls are so much more secure and I'm so happy. Okay, that is looking spectacular. Color, call me satisfied. We need to keep moving on though, but we have too many pieces more. Too many more pieces. I think I need, how many of these? 4? 4, got it. And I believe this is just going to create, stop it, so flip it here. And like that. Ah, wonderful. Wonderful! Just like Matt Hardy. I'm really glad that Jeff is back. I was never, like, I didn't watch Matt or Jeff because I didn't watch wrestling back at that time, but I am very happy that they're back. I know this is completely randomly off topic, but I said something that sounded like kind of what Matt Hardy said and it got on my mind. See, I prefer the Star Wars vehicles as well. I still am not as big of a fan of some of the older Star Wars vehicles. Like, there are certain eras of the Star Wars franchise where I'm like, I'm glad I wasn't necessarily collecting at that time outside of some of the minifigs because the builds themselves weren't as appealing. But, oh my god, modern Star Wars builds? Holy moly. They are so good. I completely agree with you, Kenny. Fantastic builds. Okay, we're gonna start on a whole nother floor here. So, I guess the music shop is done. Let me grab the big plate. Good lord, heavy. It's heavy. I need to work out more. I also apparently need more space. Okay. There we go. Now you can actually see the whole thing. It takes up so much space. It takes up so much space. And then this is gonna sit like that. There we go. There we go. Wonderful. That is very beautiful. Is that correct? Yes, this flat side is supposed to be on this side. Cool. This thing is having some really nice height here. I'm gonna switch over to full screen just to show you guys how nice and evenly layered it all is now. Whoop. Is that pretty? So this is the one we just built. Nope, sorry. This is the one we just built. This nice little blue building. Oh, there we go. That was not pressed down correctly. Shh, no one saw. But I'm really liking this. It is coming together quite lovely. Let's keep working on it though. Right? It's coming together very, very good. I'm legitimately so glad I put it on milled plates. Like, I can handle it so much more securely than I feel like I ever would be if I hadn't done that. Like, I would have to keep it on this table, which I do not have space for. I just do not have space for it right now. I need to, what I'm learning is I need to clean my desk. Every time I stream, I'm like, I need more space, and I just need to clean my desk. It's really what's happening here. Alright, back to live. I mean, technically we're live the entire time, but that's how it's labeled on my screen. Okay, I need this, not that piece. However, I do need this and one of these. And this is essentially how our other floor also was constructed. We're just doing it twice now. Such a good station. They always, I think always end up getting demonetized because I end up using these stations. But you know what? I do not care.
Oh no, we'll lose the 50 cents.
Yeah, we'll lose the 50 cents of revenue that we'd be getting.
Off the advertising.
Look.
That looks great.
Right? Isn't it coming together so well? Here, feel it. It's so heavy.
I was gonna say, isn't it really satisfying that the milled plate, that this is just a thing?
It's so satisfying.
Like, I don't want to throw it around.
No, and you definitely don't want to, because outside of the pins, the only actual connection point is, I think, that.
There's some stuff overlapping.
I think there is. Okay, good.
Higher up, but...
Yeah, I don't know if the floor, though, actually, like, I think all the tiles...
Yeah, because you can see...
I might go back in, and on the mills plate, what I might end up doing is,
yeah, you can see
adding in
actually
another...
on top, because this... Okay.
Yep.
So to come on camera, because I'm totally talking off camera.
Yes.
So this yellow brick is the edge of this big plate. So this one is being held by 2 studs, but yeah, it could probably be.
It really needs, I think, more, because I do have pins in it. So you'll notice,
I think, I mean, for this
there's...
it's fine.
That's true. You see how there's pins here and then here? Oops, I keep being... So I do have, there's exact same holes on the other side of the plate, and they are connecting these 2 plates. So it's fairly secure. I think for not moving it around, it'll be fine. But every time I lift it, I do get mildly concerned. Ooh. Okay.
Remember, I came in here for an entirely different reason.
Was it to hand me some narcotics?
No.
Oh, sad.
Okay. Because I could possibly hand you like a vape pen, but not if you actually identify it as something illicit on stream, because that's something you could then be held liable for, so I'm not going to do that.
I understand. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
My apologies.
However,
yes.
I just discovered a horror channel on YouTube called Life of Luxury.
Yeah?
And if people in chat know what it is, I'm sure they know that I have something coming for me. Man, her son is sucking her fluids. It's a thing. It's a thing, man.
What?
I found the Zinchian horror channel.
Ooh, well, I'm excited to explore that later because that sounds delightful. And also possibly terrifying. Do I not have the piece I need? Oh, they're right there. They're in front of my face.
Here is a completely legal in the state of California death stick.
Excellent, a death stick. Sorry, I should have referred to it correctly. How dare you call me nerd? I'm not a nerd.
Would a nerd have all this?
Yeah, no, she would.
No.
Listen, I just couldn't deny it any longer. It's not in my nature.
Would a nerd have that Lego set? The one you were showing.
You know what?
Would a nerd have these headphones?
Definitely not.
Would a nerd have a table set up for building Lego and painting tiny plastic miniatures?
Definitely not.
Absolutely not.
No. I am very obviously a fake geek girl.
Yes.
Yes, obviously.
Yes.
Also, hello, Ryu Mav. Welcome to the stream, sir.
Wait, are we saying you're a fake geek or a fake girl?
I am both. I'm a fake geek and a fake girl.
So we're back to like the comments we used to get on the channel when it first started.
The very early comments, yes.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. I had forgotten about those. That is hilarious. Yeah, can you guys like imagine that at one point on my channel I actually had people be like, "You're not a real girl," and I'm like, what does that mean? Like, what do you
thought you were trans.
I guess that's true. Yeah. And I was like, no, definitely not. And there's nothing wrong with that. But no, I am not. Thank you. It was strange. People on the internet are weird. Have you guys noticed this? Have you ever experienced a weird person on the internet? I mean, I am a weird person on the internet. But, like, there are some very strange people. Very peculiar. I need to flip this way. And then I also need to have that go down there. Oh no. Is it really good? Like, am I in for like some really good Slaneshian style horror? Because if I am, that sounds amazing. What? Oh, not Slanesh? Okay, that's fine. But just like some good chaosy horror? Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited to explore this channel. I need 2 of these. Here they are. This is what I need.
I will tell you this much, because I've only seen like 7 minutes of one episode.
Yes.
And don't spoil anything, Jack.
Yeah, please don't spoil anything, but do let me know if it's like good.
It is a comedy.
Oh, perfect.
Well, it's a dark comedy.
Yeah. I assumed it was.
The setup is you have 2 guys who are ghost chasers.
Okay.
Except the idea is they're still in the real world.
Uh-huh.
But the aliens, the ghosts
yes.
are real. and they're kind of treating them like, one dude is kind of like, dude, we should not be doing this. The other one's like, dude, don't you want to help Susan? Don't you see, like, what her son's doing to her? And, like, you cut over to, like, her son, and he is just, like, a totally from SCP demon creature. Like,
oh no!
his back to the room, like, rocking around, and it's just like, oh, geez. But, like, it's that kind of, like, and the effects
Are good.
the more modern episodes are, at least. Apparently they've been doing this for like 3 years, but there's only like 20 episodes.
Okay, so is this one of those like
It's kind of like a Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
I was gonna say, is it gonna be like a Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared type thing, but like a different genre?
Real actors.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
Okay, that is awesome. Yeah, I'm very excited to explore that because that sounds amazing. I love horror stuff, so that sounds.
It's definitely also a comedy about the idea of having like a ghost hunter who's like, no, dude, we have to be here while there's like a demon like doing, I don't want to say on YouTube, things.
Amazing.
To another actor, you know, that sort of thing.
My goodness, it sounds horrifying.
It is.
Also, you got some belated happy birthdays from actually one of our patrons.
Oh, thank you.
Stainsby.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes. So thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah, weird people on the internet unite. Woo! Sometimes it doesn't send notifications, you guys. It's just like YouTube is sometimes bad about that. They are quite rude. This is not the correct length one that I need at all. I need this long boy. Long Lego! Because we're bringing that back for those of you that have missed it, who have been here many times and have heard me sing the Long Man song. Oh my god. Every time it'll just make me laugh. It's just so good. I'm not explaining it. You'll have to go look it up. It's totally safe to look up. Please go do so. It's a fantastic commercial line. If you just type in Long Man commercial, you'll probably find it. I can't guarantee that, and it might lead you down some weird paths on the internet, because as we've discovered, and as we know, the internet is a weird place. However, I'm pretty sure that if you just type in Long Man commercial, you'll get the thing that I'm referencing, and it's freaking hilarious. Dude, YouTube is still interesting. They've just, like, the people on it have just changed. There is still plenty of ridiculous drama and nonsense that happens. Although I will say that I am completely on the wrong side. That needs to face that way. And that needs to turn that direction. And then these actually go over here on the non-rounded side because they are not rounded pieces. Go figure. I'm gonna cough. Excuse me, sorry. I then need one of these. Oh no, well I'm glad you were able to catch this one, hopefully. Oh, Sean, thank you for the continue adding to the Woodland Scenics funds. Thank you so much, sir. You are delightful. What is that? Are you eating a Cadbury egg?
Yeah.
Delicious. I need a bunch of these pieces. 5. I think the remaining 12 of these. Yay! And then I need 3 of these. Oh my god, I can only imagine. That must really... Dude, did that not fuck up your algorithm, though? Because you're just, like, bouncing from rando YouTube, like, video to rando YouTube video? I guess it must, like, stick within your probably, like, preferred options. But I just imagine you could end up in some really weird places because the algorithm just decides to take you somewhere. Which could be very fun and or very horrifying. It depends on, like, where you end up. Oh, well, thank you. I recently just did a refresh of the die, which is probably why it might look extra nice today, because it's refreshed. By the way, If you guys are ever wanting to dye your own hair, or possibly your beards, or you want to get some like relatively, and by relatively I mean completely safe hair dye to use at home for your partner, this is not sponsored, although I wish it was. My goodness, do I wish it was. I would love to be sponsored by Overtone. However, this is not sponsored, but if you do want to get hair dye and you want it to be something that you can use completely at home without really that much worry of irreversible staining or that kind of thing, Overtone's great. They have a plethora of different colors, and it is a leave-in conditioner. So you basically like put it in before you start showering, and then you leave it in while you do shower. At least that's what I do. And then you rinse it out at the very, very end, and then you have beautiful hair afterwards. And they make products for people with brown hair. So if you have darker hair and you are like, I really don't want to bleach my hair in order to try to get like a cool color like purple or blue or something like that, that's what I use. I use the purple and blue for brown hair. And it works really well. So well, then Simon, do you have a beard? You could dye your beard. I think that would be cool. I wish more people dyed their beard. Because I think it's just wild to see. And really fun. But I know it's not for everybody, and not everybody's comfortable doing it, but I think Overtone works quite well in beards, though. I've seen enough, like, advertisements from them of men using it in their facial hair that I think it could totally work. And I have this secret desire to just see, like, more people walking around with, like, pink and purple and blue beards. I don't know why. I just think it would look good. Don't do green, though. I feel like green ends up looking weird. Like, especially as it starts to wash out, because then it kind of goes yellowy, and then, like, I don't know. I don't know if you want that look on your face, but like some of the other colors will fade very nicely, very subtly, and I think it could look really, really cool. Well, part of the reason sometimes your YouTube recommendations might be weird and all over the place is if you guys leave them on while you're sleeping. Because then it's just like, well, they're not giving me any input, but they seem to just want me to keep going, and this just keeps playing. Eventually, I would imagine it would stop, but who knows? No one knows how the algorithm works, not even YouTube. Okay, so we got that. We're then going to put one of these, if I would face it the correct direction, on each side. That one goes there. Yep. And that goes there. And then these are going to go just like we did before on the other floor. Because we're probably going to put, considering the number of pieces I have left, some windows very similar to what we've just done on the previous set in these exact same places. I betcha that's what we're going to be doing. It's almost like it's part of the same building and they want some cohesion. Okay, that is looking good. I feel like we're kind of bowing. Am I, like, crazy? I think the answer to that question is yes. Oh my gosh, I was watching some of the Eurovision performances recently. I loved Germany's, I think it was. It was, oh, what is their name? I have them on my Pandora, or on my Spotify. Hold on, let me look it up. Lord of the Lost, I think it was. Is that who performed for Germany this year? It was like Blood and Glitter was the name of the song. I loved it. It was really, really good. I recently discovered... What was the name of that band? I'm pretty sure it was Lord of the Lost. That's the one I'm looking for. Where's Spotify? It's up there. Okay, I think... Yeah. Okay, so I think it was Lord of the Lost performed Blood and Glitter. And... Okay, perfect. You guys are confirming it for me. So yes, Lord of the Lost. I didn't see their live performance. I haven't watched that yet, but I watched the music video for the song that they performed at Eurovision. Thought it was great. Great song. The woman who won, I don't remember her name or which country she was from, so I do apologize. Like, I'm not good with names, and I don't normally watch Eurovision. I just kind of like randomly peek in on it because I like the music typically. But the woman who won, like, I saw her performance, like the YouTube recording of her live performance at the show. Holy cow. Like, the just voice on that woman is so good. She's so good. But the band that I recently discovered is called Electric Callboy. So I recently discovered Electric Callboy and their Techno Train song. It's my kind of music. I love it. It's just so good. I approve. It was really, really fun. The music videos are delightful. Laureen, yes, that was her name. Yeah, she was amazing. Did you think others was better? You know what, that's fair. I thought her performance, there was a lot of like passion and energy, and not to say that there wasn't with some of the other performances. And maybe like, I don't actually know what, like when it comes to Eurovision, and are you voting on the live performances, or is it just people voting on like, oh, this song is going to be in it, we vote on this song leading up to the event? Because that's what my assumption was, is that it was voted on like leading up to the event. And at least from what I saw of the songs coming in as like not somebody who normally like follows any of these bands at all, I was like, oh yeah, no, I can see why she won. That was a pretty fucking great performance, but I also didn't watch all of them, so who knows. Electric Callboy's so good, right? Like, I just discovered them literally like a couple weeks ago. I like them a lot. Okay, you're distracting me. You're distracting me with Eurovision, which I'm sure is not uncommon. Yeah, Techno Train is the one that I've really just been like, it's just too good. It's just too good. I don't actually think I have, Sean. Did you send it through, where did you send it on? And I'll go check it. Because I actually don't think I have. I have not had a huge amount of time to check messages the last couple of days. Mostly because I sometimes need a break from checking messages. I get a lot. But yeah, go let me know which one you sent it to, and I'll take a look. Because I can't remember now if I have or not. I don't remember looking at a monorail, so I don't think I have. Did I do that correctly? No, not at all. That doesn't go there. I only knew that I was doing that wrong because I slightly remembered it from the previous build. There we go. That's what we want to do. And then we'll take 2 of those. We'll get 2 more of the 1x1s. I have an itch. Also sort of strained my shoulder doing that. Oh, gosh. I need to go to the gym more. I haven't been to the gym properly and like consistently for a while, and I am feeling it in my limbs again. I have noticed. It's okay. I'm gonna get back to it on Monday. That is the plan. Oh, thank you. I really like it too. It is from let me pull up. Let me actually pop it open. It is from a channel just called Star Wars. It says Star Wars Lo-Fi, Galactic Beats to relax, sleep, or study /live. That is the title of what we're listening to. Right now, we're currently in Sid's Bar. I almost forgot her name. In Sid's Bar in the Bad Batch. That's what the little, you know, whenever you're listening to lo-fi, they always put really soft images in the background that are like peaceful, and usually the typical one that you're used to probably seeing is like the chick at her desk, like on her computer or like studying or whatever with like a cat in the window. Like, I think that's like the classic look. This one is the Bad Batch team minus I am going to call him by the wrong name because there are too many characters with variations of this. I think it's... It's not Deadshot. What is his name? The sniper. Why can't I remember his name? What is his... Somebody tell me his name. I can't remember what his name is. It's not Deadshot. It's like... something else. Oh, I'll get him to give me one later. Don't worry about that. Crosshair! Thank you, Kenny. Thank you. Yes, Crosshair. Oh my god, I could not remember that for the life of me. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to because I could tell that it was just like on the tip of my tongue and I couldn't think of it. Yes, it is absolutely Crosshair. So it's everybody in Bad Batch minus Crosshair. Omega is up front in the foreground, sort of blurred out, playing against Sid, and then the other four in the background. And it does include why am I blanking on all of their names? Why am I so tired? Why does my brain not work? These are the questions I have on a daily basis, because I just do sometimes go through these periods where I completely forget everything that I know, and no memories of like character names or scenes can come into my brain at all. He has no arm because he and Tech kind of played the same role. I feel really bad that I can't remember his name because I actually really like this character. He's from Clone Wars originally. He joins Bad Batch because of him being tortured by the Empire and him getting rescued by Ahsoka, I believe, and Rex, if I'm not mistaken, and a couple other people, but I think it was like predominantly them. It's not Fives, I don't think, because Fives dies. Spoiler alert. So why can't I remember his name? I just can't remember any of their names. That's the problem. Is my brain has just apparently gone completely blank on all clones' names. Except for Hunter. I can remember Hunter and Wrecker and Tech, but for some reason the other one and then Crosshair were completely blanking on me. I do have those pieces. Good. Good. I was about to question it. Echo, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, it's Echo. You know, we were talking about how I wasn't a fake geek girl, but then sometimes I have these moments where I can remember nothing and I'm like, oh, maybe I am a fake geek girl. But then I realize definitely not. I know too many other things and I do eventually remember stuff. But holy moly, there are points where I'm just like, do I actually know anything that I say I do? Yes. But it takes me a while. There are too many Star Wars series now. Not that I'm actually complaining explicitly about that, because I do love almost all of them. There's been very few that I could actually say is ones that I don't like. There's been a couple movies that I haven't really enjoyed, but most of the television shows, at least, I've really, really dug when it comes to Star Wars. Modernly, at least. Alright, we need a couple of these, a couple of just one of those. Here it is, one of that, and then two of the 1x1s. Oh, is it really bad for you guys? Is the lag super slow? Because I haven't seen any problems on here, and I feel like I've been keeping up with you pretty well. Oh, well, thank you, Ben. I know that I'm not. I just sometimes, like, do go in and question myself when I do have moments of brain fart like that. Where I'm just like, well, everything that I thought I knew, I don't know. Or everything that I thought I remembered, at least. I just don't know anymore. But I appreciate you saying so. Oops, I think that goes there. I think that goes there. Look at that. I was correct. And then this one goes there, and then bam! With a nice little white stripe in there. Although it is kind of weird. Like, why? I wonder if we're gonna... No, because we're gonna build onto... Why? Oh, it's just because of what we needed to have happen in here. Okay, that's fine. I accept. Sometimes there ends up being really weird shapes on, like, random sides of Lego, because you can't always plan, I guess, for everything to be viewed from a 360-degree angle. So things sort of look a little strange. But we're just going to go with it. We're going to trust in the Lego building process. Oh, interesting. I wonder if that's on YouTube's side or if that's on my side. Maybe it's on my side on YouTube, potentially. Because I'm not knowing... I don't know... Unfortunately, I cannot tell if there's lag from when you hit send and it showing up to me, but I at least feel like I'm seeing them pretty like in a timely manner, but who knows. Do I bounce houses? What do you mean? Like, do I live in a bunch of different places? No one's actually said that. I just sometimes joke about it because I know, like, you know, it's really weird. So I have seen plenty of other female, like, content creators on Instagram or TikTok or other places, even here on YouTube, who have complained about getting, like, harassment from men within the community. And while I do not doubt that that does in fact happen, I have never personally experienced any of it. Like, I have had some comments where I have definitely, like, just decided, nope, that comment doesn't need to be here, and I've removed it and muted the person that made it so that they can't make comments like that again, like if I thought it was being disrespectful. But I've had so few of those. Like, so few of them. And I'm very grateful. It completely blows my mind, though, because I do hear of other women who just get, like, harassed all of the time. And I'm like, well, I don't know what they're doing or what maybe I'm not doing or, like, what's antagonizing the people who are harassing them. But dang, I'm very grateful I don't have to deal with it. So thank you guys for that, because that's all you. Oh, like a bouncy house. Do I like bouncy houses? I am so sorry. I just did not, for some reason, that concept made no connection in my brain. Yes, I do like bouncy houses. I think they're pretty cool. Yeah, they're actually, I haven't been to one in, like, ages. And I would love to go, and I think there are actually some nearby us. Chaos Cultist and I have talked about going to them, but we just keep not doing it because we end up not having the time for it. And or just forgetting that it's something we could do until it's, like, way, you know, we're just too exhausted to go do it. However, they do have some of those places where you have all the, like, the indoor giant, just, like, it's just trampolines everywhere. I want to go and do that sometime. That would be so cool. I'd probably break my neck. But I've seen, like, Sammy Guevara and, Guevara, and Tay do it, and it looks really fun. Also terrifying, though. But I kind of want to try flipping. I feel like I'd also break my back, but I don't know. Something I'm willing to... I'd be willing to give it a shot. I think it'd be cool. I used to be able to, like, do flips on trampolines before when I was younger. So I imagine I could probably do it now. I'd be terrified. I wouldn't want to strain something. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. Like, I don't know why that kind of stuff happens. I think standing up for the other people is good, even if they... I mean, I guess it depends on how help is being given. And that's maybe why they say not to, because they're worried somebody may just end up being more attacking than they mean to and maybe exasperating the problem with the people. Because it is, like, in my personal experience, you just don't engage with those folks. Like, you see those kinds of comments, like, and this is me speaking to other women out there who are making content, who maybe even want to do some of the not safe for work stuff like what I do and deal with harassment. If you start dealing with harassment from somebody, block them. They cannot bother you then. And it means nothing. Like, your audience won't see them then. You won't have to deal with them. Their existence becomes mute to you. And frankly, it's the best way to disengage without creating excessive drama. And you can then move on comfortably with your life and not have to worry about them. Because especially like on places like Instagram and other places, when you do go to mute somebody or block them, Instagram will ask you, do you want me to block everybody, like any other account that this person makes? Yes. And you can hit yes, and then you just don't deal with them. And that's my suggestion, girls. And boys, if you're out there, guys, and you're getting harassed by somebody, if somebody's like giving you a hard time or something, just fucking block them and then move on with your life, because they're not worth your time. They are there to troll you. They're there to harass you and cause you grief, and you don't need to put up with that shit. Just block them. It's the best advice I can give. We must be making a ballet hall or something, because this is a little bar on the wall, and we have a ballerina. So this surely must be like a ballet like school, and that's very cute. I don't know why I'm yawning. Sorry. I am not bored by this. I actually think it's quite adorable. I just really needed to yawn. I think it's because I just did a lot of talking and didn't breathe a lot in between my sentences. Yeah, I barely ever ban people. But you should absolutely, like, if you're a streamer, a content creator, and you're getting harassment from anybody, just ban them, mute them, restrict them, whatever the platform that you're using, however they word it, in the way that you can make it so that you never see their comments, your audience will never see their comments, and they will never know that you've done it. Just do it. Just don't let them get to you, and just block their ass. And honestly, maybe this is why I haven't dealt with much of it, but I find that if you do that, it really discourages others from coming in and doing the exact same thing and just adding to that harassment. If you just stop it when it starts, it can really solve, at least in my personal experience, a lot of problems. I mean, I don't think about bouncy houses that much, Jacob, so I actually would not answer that for you. And you're starting to get you're pushing inappropriateness. So be careful, okay? Don't make me make an example of you, is what I'm saying. I won't actually, unless you actually start being excessive. But this is your warning, one and only. I need the dark gray pieces. Here they are. Just two? Just two. Just two. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. You have my condolences, sir. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Don't worry, friends, I will. Wonder if we're gonna just put the we're probably not gonna put windows on this side. I bet we're just gonna fill this in with something. I wonder, there must be windows on this side though. And we're gonna have 3 here. What is on, is this on against the wall? I wonder if this building might end up going up taller than the other buildings on the other side of the fountain area, because I feel like there would be well, never mind. Well, no, that is weird, because this is the back. This is going to be the back of it, so maybe it's just to let light in. Maybe it's just a thing to let light in. Most of them are, John, and I appreciate you guys for that. Sean, I am still working on my assembly square. We are nearing the end. We're on bag 5, which, you know, of course, as this set has been, it consisted of like 6 bag 5s, but it's fine. It's fine. We're over that. But we've got one more set. I've dried out my throat. Hold on. Ow. Ahem. You know you've been talking too long when one side of your throat just suddenly completely dries out and you're like, wow, that hurts. I also can't speak suddenly. That's what just happened. I absolutely would. No problem, Kingsby, don't worry. We're actually going to be ending the stream soon anyways. Thank you so much for making it to today's stream. It was lovely to have you. Have a good rest of your evening, and or morning or day. I can't actually remember which part of the world you're in. All right, we're going to build a couple more things, get through this final step, but then I think we're going to go ahead and probably call it ourselves because we've been going for 2 hours now. I've gotten some good progress done on this build. I think we've had some lovely conversations today, talking about some fun stuff. And this has been just very nice and chill, so thank you guys for that. And we'll keep going a little bit longer and then wrap it right up. Okay, that is the last piece that we needed, except for one of these, just to bring that up, make it even. Okay, perfect. Oh, I'm so glad we get to do this on stream. Okay. I saw that we had this cool piece, and I've never done this with Lego before. I've never worked with a mirrored piece before. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry about the yawns. So we have this cool mirrored piece. Can I reflect myself in it? Not to where you guys can see, but you can kind of see the camera. That is the tripod. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna do this. Where is it? All right, there it is. There we go. We can see the camera. That's how you are watching my table. Anyways, I have a mirror. I've never used one of these before. It seems to just be going... Oh my god, it just like slides in. That's so cool. And now the ballerinas can see themselves and make sure that they're doing their moves correctly. That is delightful. Okay, we also need to put in some stairs. So I'm gonna need all of these brown pieces as well as this last light yellow piece. That is so cool. Oh yeah, no, that is super late, my friend. You should absolutely head to bed. Oh, I am trying to also be around in there a little bit more too, so don't worry, friend. I'll see you over there. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that, Ben. Oh, well, I'm really glad that you're enjoying the vibes here, Ryu. I'm surprised to hear that they don't interact with their communities as much. I would have thought that would have been kind of a big deal for Warhammer channels. At least I always thought it was kind of a big deal. Let me rephrase that. I guess I've made it a big deal. Is I guess what's really come down to it. This actually goes here? What am I doing? Oh, I see. That's what I fucked up. I need that to go there. And then that goes like that. And then, wait, give it to me. There we go. And then that is like that. And we've extended our stairs. That's so cool. And then this is going to fit right there. And right there. Wait, does this have another floor? Man, this is a tall building. This is a tall building for Lego. So I'm actually looking. I think, let me grab the box because I'm not 100% sure. Let's go back to full screen. It looks like it's a 3-story building. So this is going to be the top floor on the... So what it looks like is happening on the boxes. This is the one we're working on currently. We're working on the 3rd floor of this, and then it's going to have a flat roof on top, right? This side, according to the box... What is my hair doing? There we go. Sorry, I had like a weird like poof off to the side, and it was really irritating me. On this side, it looks like we're doing a little bit more of a rounded roof. So I don't think there's another floor specifically here. Like there might be like an attic-y type floor, but not like a full scaled one. At least according to the box. And it looks like it's gonna like have a more of a rounded rooftop, which makes sense. And I'm actually glad for that, because I don't want this to quite... like, maybe having one side go up one more would be kind of cool to create a nice arc, but I actually kind of like the more even state that it seems like it's going to end up in, which is what I thought. But it's so cool looking. Oh, I'm excited. This is coming out fantastically. Oof, I almost dropped it. Not actually, but it kind of slid a little bit. So yeah, it's going to be pretty big. I'm trying to think. Let me go grab... Because I have a couple other buildings on Mills plates. Let me go grab them real quick, and I'll just show you what it's going to kind of look like next to some of the other stuff that I have planned for the city. I'll be right back. Okay. I have one of my other buildings, which I realize has some unattached other things on it, but we'll look at that in a second. So, how am I going to do this? We're going to bring the camera. We're going to scoot some pieces. I'm going to scoot some pieces, and we're going to bring the camera around, kind of like we did yesterday. At least I have fewer pieces on the table now. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. We'll put that there. I will dog ear my page. I don't lose it. Shove you right there. Okay. I'm gonna have to, I've just, every time I bring this one that I've brought down here to show you guys out, I realize that I really need to rearrange it. So let's take a look. Here is the city. So this is one that I completed. This is the Emma's Art School. It's a mock that I built by Brick Artisan, which I believe you can find on Bricklink. And I really like it. I need to switch where it is on this Mills plate, because as you can kind of see, there's a gap between where it's going to butt up against this building. But it's going to basically be in line with the height of this one. Which does start to make me think that I might need to start creating some hills or something in the city. Because my concern is that everything's going to be a bit even. Like, there's going to be a lot of interesting textures, but I'm worried that the cities might end up being a little bit too like an even skyline, and I definitely don't want that. We'll see how the buildings actually end up working together. Because again, oh my gosh, please sit down. There we go. I was kept putting the tripod that my camera's sitting on, like one of the legs, into the bowl of Lego that I had sitting next to me. But yeah, that's the idea. That's the height that we're looking at right now. Thank you. I think they're really awesome as well. Hello from Warsaw. That's really cool. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great time here. We are going to be wrapping up very soon, so I apologize for that, but you can definitely go back and just rewatch the stream. Also, I would encourage everybody, once this stream is over here in a few minutes, to go watch, if you haven't already, and for those of you that have, thank you for that already, but go watch yesterday's live stream, because we unboxed a bunch of Joy Toy action figures that they sent me. It was a lot of fun. I was in costume during the entire stream, so you get Sister of Battle Angela during the entirety. I think it's like ends up being like an 1.5 to 2 hour long stream of me just unboxing some fun action figures. So go check that out afterwards. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this build. Both the one that I've built previously and this current one that I'm working on. I'm going to go ahead and probably finish this next step again off camera, and we'll come back to this soon. However, I just want to call this out right now. Tuesday's normally a hobby live stream day for me, but this week it's not going to be. This week, it's going to be when I play Bolt Gun. Because if you guys watched my news from this week, you will have known that Bolt Gun is coming out on May 23rd, and I am so ready to play it. I've never played a boomer shooter before. I've not played Doom or Quake or any of those things, so I've not really had much experience with this type of game, and I'm very hyped for it because Bolt Gun looks gorgeous. The color palette is just so vivid, and they even make a joke about that in their trailer. It's just so vivid. I love it. I'm really looking forward to that. So provided there are not any, good lord, provided there are not any same day launch problems, expect that on Tuesday. You can also expect a brand new news episode, and then you're going to be getting actually a little bit of a bonus and or just early news episode. I haven't quite figured out how we're handling it specifically, but you are going to get a little bit of a bonus coverage of some news this week because Warhammer Skulls event is happening, I believe, on the 25th. So you can expect me to be covering all the releases from that very shortly after the 25th, probably on the 26th. That is the tentative plan right now, so be expecting an extra video covering that stuff. And or just a later video where it's predominantly focused on that if there isn't a huge amount of news, I guess, for this week. I haven't actually looked into stuff this week yet, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, I think that's everything that we've got going on. We've got, of course, our Wednesday live stream after AEW Dynamite starting at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we discuss that week's AEW episode. There's a lot to talk about as we continue to learn more information about Collision, so that should be fun if you are into pro wrestling.
There's one more stream this week, and I decided to scare you with it.
What?
This week there will be the Warhammer Skull.
We got so that's gonna. I've already talked about that one. That is an extra one. Yes.
Because that's going to be at 9 a.m. our time, so we'll be able to do that live.
Oh, we're going to be able to do it live. Cool. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to do it live.
Yeah, that's why I was coming in to say it's going to be a stream. I was actually looking at that a few minutes ago.
Got it. Okay, so we're not going to have an extra news episode. We're just going to have an extra stream. So be looking forward to that because we'll be covering basically at the same time Games Workshop is making their announcements. You can watch along with me.
Yeah,
and
we'll
gush
figure
about
it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So be keeping an eye on that. That will be coming out at some point, either Thursday or Friday. I don't know what the time period of when that is actually happening. I think it's the 25th. So expect that at some point. I'll make an announcement. Yeah, I think that is everything. Just to give you guys a little peek into what's coming. And I am going to go ahead and head off now because it is a little after 3 o'clock. I would like it.
We're going to Japantown tonight.
Oh! And I'm going to Japantown tonight, so I'm very excited for that. Are we going to Guildhouse? Maybe afterwards? Or are we just going? We can. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'm excited.
Figure it out. There's a festival in Japantown.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to eating some delicious Japanese food tonight. Excellent. I am looking forward to that. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go now. Have a wonderful evening, everybody, and a very lovely hobby night. I've been Angela, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.